Hello, everyone, and welcome again to another episode of Talk with the Missus.
Hello.
This is the broadcast to watch, the place to be. We keep it real, and it's just practical. So this is one that you want to be part of. I'm here with my beautiful missus, and whenever she's here, you are energized, inspired. I mean, you get inspired like never before. So I'm sure that today is going to be a fabulous one. So I hope you are ready. You fasten your seatbelt. You get, friends and loved ones to join in. And we are going to, have a very pleasant time. I'm going to turn, the mic to her, and she's going to just welcome you, maybe tell you a bit about Talk with the Missus, what it's all about, and welcome the early arrivals. And then we are going to begin the discussion. While she's doing that, I am going to be doing what I want you to do, and which is share the broadcast so that it can bless many more lives. Over to you, babe.
Thank you, babe. All right. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are tuning in from. It is such a joy, such a pleasure to be here on Talk with the Missus with you. Who is Talk with the Missus? What is this? What is this all about? So Talk with the Missus is a fortnightly broadcast, a show live. It's a conversation. It's not just a show. It's a conversation where the Mr. and Mrs. are having a conversation with you, the viewer, on everyday life situations, anything that we thought, oh, let's talk about this, or even a topic that you have brought to our attention that you'd like for us to talk about, and which we have done. So Talk with the Missus started off with the Mr. and Mrs. talking on a normal day-to-day in our home, wherever we are at the time, and just discussing. And the conversations were always so enriching. They were always so inspiring. They were always so God-filled. Like it would give you a clear direction of what it is that you're meant to do in such a situation, depending on what we were discussing, that we thought to ourselves, it's not good for us to enjoy this alone. Like the three lepers, when they went and they saw that everyone had left in the camp, and they said, it's not good that we will enjoy these spoils alone. They went and called everyone in Israel who was besieged. So we felt that it's not good that we enjoy these conversations alone. Let's share it. But we thought, how do we share this? Because we can't literally get everyone in the conversation in our house. We can't get them on the phone. It's like, how do we share this? So fast forward or rewind from where we are now to, I think it was 2018 or 2019 or
Must
so.
have been 2018.
Yeah,
because,
2018. It's been a long time.
For a while before pandemic.
Yeah. So 2018, we had put a camera and we said, let's just try it and see how it goes. So 2018, put a camera, we're just sitting down discussing on a normal, and Talk with the Missus got birthed, and it's continued fortnightly, consistently for all that time, and it's been a great blessing. Now, the joy of Talk with the Missus is, I always say, you never know whose answer is going to be answered, whose question is going to be answered. You never know whose issue is going to be solved. And it's so true, because we travel, and everywhere we travel, somebody somewhere will say, we watch Talk with the Missus, and it's helped and so person in their marriage, or it helped me in my marriage, or it helped me in a relationship that I wasn't sure about. And so we know the fruits that it has been bearing, and we believe God that it will continue to harvest even more testimonies, great things in people's lives. But how would somebody know if we don't share it? So share today's broadcast, let somebody know, let them be a part of it, because like I always say, you never know whose question is going to be answered and whose situation is going to get a revelation. Yeah, I like that one. What did I just say?
Whose
situation is going to get a revelation. I'll write that down.
Yeah.
So yeah, on the spot, made it. Yeah, thank you, Jesus. So let it be that you were part of the story, or part of the testimony that they will share later, because something is about to happen for them. So share, let us know also where you are tuning in from. Like we said, it's a conversation. So we usually have people from all over the world. So let's know where in this God's wonderful world you are in. So let us know by writing in, I'm so from tuning in from, and the nation that you're tuning in from. Also, let us know if today is your first time. We would love to give you a special shout out and just, wish you well. And thank you for tuning in with us this evening or morning, afternoon, depending on where you are. All right.
Great. So it's good that you understand what Talk with the Missus is about. You are here with us. It's going to be a great, great time. And I mean, these conversations are very enriching. And we call it a conversation because it's not just us talking to you. We like you to participate as well. So we take your comments and we read them out live and in fact show them on the screen. And like we said in the last episode, if you want to come on video to be able to speak, I mean, we are all up for that. So we're going to share a link in the comment section that you can just click. If you click on that link, basically we will be able to get you on to give your comment, especially to the topic that we are discussing. And we know that there are many of you who are very knowledgeable, and what you will share will bless many lives. So just right now on the comment section, both on Facebook and on YouTube, there is a link that you can click on at any point in the broadcast. And if you click on it, indicating you would like to share a thought on what we're discussing, then we would have you live. Literally, you would come on live. So that's very exciting. Yes. I would want to have some of you take that chance today.
Yes.
And let's hear you, because it's a big conversation. Well, today we're going to begin the conversation today. And as we know, around the world, people are celebrating Valentine tomorrow. Woo! And when people think Valentine, they think of love and all of that. I mean, people have different interpretations to it, but let's just say it's love and all of that. I mean, we're not discussing Valentine, but I want us to discuss something. And the question I want us to discuss is, what if he or she is not romantic?
Okay.
What if he or she is not romantic? So you're someone, maybe you're married, and you're thinking, my husband is not romantic, or my wife is not romantic. Or you're dating somebody, you're courting, and you think they're not romantic, or somebody's coming around you and you just think they're not romantic. So the question is, what if he or she is not romantic? What advice or what would you want to say? So that's what we're going to be discussing today. But before we begin the discussion, we want to welcome those of you who are already with us. Can you please indicate in the comment section, let us know that you're here, where you are tuning in from, and we would love to welcome you. And wise, we're welcoming people. Think about that topic, put out your response. Maybe I should put out the first question that we're going to discuss under that. I want to first of all just know, what does it, because now it may sound silly, but I don't think it's silly, because some people may not know, what does it mean to be romantic? When you say someone is romantic, what is it? What exactly are they doing? I'm just putting that question because that's what we're going to discuss. But let's welcome the people there so that you can probably start sending in your comments on it as well. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay, so we want to welcome those of you who are with us. Do you want to read?
Yes, please.
Okay.
So Nkoli says, good evening, Pastor Moses and your missus.
Thank you.
Good evening to you, ma'am. Good to see your smiling faces on this episode. I am joining from North London. God bless you, ma'am. And you are most welcome.
Bless you.
Yes, Amikane says, greetings to all from Newcastle.
Yes. God bless you. It's good to have Newcastle in the building.
Oh, yes. And then Sabia says, good afternoon. I'm from Florida.
All right. Great. Florida. Sunny Florida.
Sunshine State all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dorian says, Sister Dorian, London.
London.
God bless
you, Dorian.
God bless
nice
you.
to have you with us.
Good. And Joshua says, Joshua Abuja. God bless you.
Yeah, bless you. Joshua Abuja, Nigeria.
Yes, romantic with few words. Okay. Oh yeah, now let's be talking.
All right. So the question, first of all,
we've got Agnes Portlease.
Okay.
Yeah. So she says, "Good evening, Pastor Moses, and your lovely wife, Sister Chioma,
Good
from
evening,
Belgium.
Agnes,
God
joining
bless
from
you,
Belgium.
Agnes, good
So
to
literally,
have you.
we have people joining in from everywhere, and the number of you
Mm-hmm.
that have not put out a comment, and we can see the numbers are up.
Yeah.
On those who are joining in. So let us know that you are in. Let us know that you're in.
Yeah.
We've got
Ralphie King says, greetings to you, pastors, tuning in from Kent.
Lovely.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice to have you from Kent.
Lovely to
God
have
bless
Kent.
you. Okay, so what does romantic means? What is it?
I was going to say that firstly, being romantic is a subjective interpretation.
Is it?
Yeah, I would have thought so, because what I think is romantic, you may not see as romantic. Okay. So
no, but it's good that I'm hearing it from a lady.
Wow, you were planning something romantic?
No. I'm just trying to. No, because
sorry, I had to play. Sorry.
No, because I think that usually it is ladies who complain more about a guy not being romantic. So I think, for a lady to say that being romantic is subjective.
Well, I would have thought so. I don't know what everyone else
because what one person consider romantic may not be considered romantic by another person. I will agree with you, but I'm just saying that it's interesting. That sorry I cut in, but
no, it's all right.
That kind of got me.
Yeah, that's all right. I always cut in, so that's okay.
So you go ahead.
Yeah, so I would have thought that it's a subjective kind of notion or understanding. Yeah. Now, let's say that two people do think that the same definition or the same, have the same understanding of romance. Yeah. So I would have thought is doing something that makes the other one smile. Is so cliche, is so untangible. It's very untangible, to be honest. It's not something to say, okay, being romantic is 1, do this, 2, do this. There's no definite list, or there's no list that it can be defined. It's a thing of feeling. Yeah. So that's why I think it's a subjective thing, because what's seen or taken or received as romance is based on how you made the other person, the receiver, feel. Yeah. And because they now felt good because of what it is that you've done, they will now say, oh, you're so romantic. Thank you so much. This is so sweet. You're so thoughtful. But that's, I don't know, that's my thought. So, for example.
And people, you share your thoughts as well, okay?
Yeah. So, for example, if let's say a husband has been, a wife has been at work, and the husband, and both of them have been at work, and the husband got home first, saw the home is, probably not up to scratch. Everyone left in the morning, very rush. He now tidies up, orders dinner, so that the wife doesn't have to now cook or do whatever. And they now have like a romantic candlelight dinner at home with takeaway, and he now massages her feet, or she massages his back. Now, for the lady, I would have thought that she'll see that as romantic, but that's my definition. So I don't know whether that's everybody's definition. Yeah. Would everybody else see that as romantic, or they'll see it as, oh, he just doesn't want to cook. He should have cooked. If he cooked, then it would have been romantic. I don't know. So it's a subjective thing, like I said, but ultimately the end goal is that the person feels appreciated, feels valued, feels like the other person, that the giver of the romance had them in mind, and was thinking something to help them or show appreciation, and because of that they felt that it was romantic. So I don't know what's everybody else.
Yeah. So what do you think? Because I mean, we want to hopefully solve this problem of he's romantic or he's not romantic. Yeah. She's romantic or she's not romantic. Hopefully, we can get somewhere with it. But I think we have to actually begin with understanding what being romantic is. Yeah. What is it? And like you said, from your own perspective, it's like pleasing the other person, isn't it? Pleasing the other person, doing something for someone that makes them smile, that, makes them feel valued. And so,
obviously, I see what you're doing. I just want to appreciate you for it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So for them, so you think that it's subjective, because if what you've defined is the case, then obviously what pleases A will be different from what pleases B.
Yeah.
And because there's a difference between what pleases A from what pleases B, what if you then go and give A's prescription to B, B would not see it as you're being romantic.
You're just doing what you like. Yeah. Okay. That's when you get things like those comments. You're just doing what you like.
Yeah.
But is it really that they're just doing what they like, or they're doing what they thought is romantic according to their own standard? And they just thought that because I think it's romantic, I'm going to do it for you because I thought it's romantic. So I
so if we go by what you've said, because I'm just thinking now, Dan, if we go by what you've said, so would you say that you can be romantic to somebody that you don't understand? You have to understand them for you to be romantic, to be able to carry out an action that they would probably receive as you are being romantic, because you have to kind of know them, understand what really, what they say, tickle their fancy, to be able to express that. Would that be the case?
I think there's a degree of that, definitely, because the thing is that you mentioned the person received the romance.
Yeah.
So you have to receive the romance for it to actually be taken as romance. I can give romance, but if I don't know what you like and what you're into and the things that you actually value, your value system or something, then you may never really see it as I was being romantic. But then should the person not still appreciate it, even though it wasn't received as romantic? Should you not just appreciate the effort? Or that depends on individual mindsets and the way people are individually.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a grateful person, you should appreciate
gratitude.
Yeah, if you have an attitude of gratitude, you're a grateful person, you should appreciate, the effort and what people have done. I mean, some people have, given their own view on what being romantic is. So we've got Agnes Port Lewis, who has said, romantic is the way you express love towards someone else through affection and through actions.
Yeah.
So I think that definition is good, but you are saying that action, is subjective, because an action that one person receives as being romantic, another person may not receive as that. Joshua from Abuja said,
no, but hold on, what she said is still true.
That's what I'm saying. It is true,
if you like, but degrees or something.
No, what she said is perfectly correct. Romantic is the way I'll get her up. She said romantic is the way you express love towards someone else through affection and through actions.
Exactly.
I'm not saying you, in your definition, have dealt with the action.
Right.
Yeah? Because the action has to then be qualified.
Exactly.
The qualification of the action is that one action that is received by A as romantic, B may not receive that action as romantic. It's not an invalidation of the way she's defined it. Is that you then have to then understand which action this person you're trying to express romance to, which action do they receive as romance?
Right.
Yeah. So Joshua Rewude said, for example, she said shawarma doesn't necessarily turn on my wife. Like if she comes home to see that I have fixed some things in the house that was a burden in her heart, especially the many chores in her mind.
Yeah.
So you see, for someone else, maybe he orders in food, shawarma, they will feel, oh, that's very nice, thoughtful of you. For his own wife, you know, maybe taking care of the chores in the house, that's what she appreciates and sees as romance. Someone else taking care of the chore in the house will not do it. Is taking them out to the restaurant to have a meal is what?
No, I'm not saying for me. I'm just saying that it's true.
Yeah, so you have different people.
Yeah.
You know, with different. So
do you know what I'm just thinking?
Yeah.
I'm thinking that this is a classic case of love language.
Okay.
Isn't it? Because what I see as romance or what I see as love is different from what the other person that's giving it sees. So like Joshua just mentioned there, that his wife will not see shawarma, so kebab, meat, whatever. She will not see that as you know, something to now say, oh wow. But if he now does some chores in the house, or he now does something that has been in her mind to fix, maybe like a light bulb that needs changing, or a tap that's been leaking, or you know, something around the house that she's mentioned, and then he's picked up on it, or she's asked and he's now actually done it. For her, that's like, wow, this is amazing. So for her, in that kind of category, that's an acts of service person.
Yeah.
So she values acts of service. Whereas somebody that is a shawarma scenario, they value gifts.
Yeah, so they want a flower, they want a gift.
Take me out.
Yeah.
Like they value quality time. So take me somewhere. And so for me, it's just depending on the receiver, what they value, the value system of the receiver. So which then talks about the love language. Yeah. So that's what I was just thinking.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I mean, this is interesting, because I think it's important that we understand, you know, because people use that term, he's not romantic or she's not romantic, you know. So
what do you mean?
Yeah,
and then they can't explain.
And they can't explain. It's all you should know. You should
exactly.
know.
You should know me by now. You should know me by now. We've been married for something. This is when you now hear story epistle.
Yeah. So let's read this. Okay. Oposio said, being romantic is expressing love and affection in a thoughtful way. Yeah. So you think of, okay, what pleases this person? Exactly. Being romantic doesn't mean you are spending time with your spouse and wasting productive time in just paying attention to your spouse.
Just staring at their face the whole day.
Okay. All right. And then we've got Ngozi Noram said, hello, everyone from London.
God bless you.
God bless you. And Team Overcomer said, hello, Pastor Moses Chioma Omoviye from Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, God bless you.
God bless you. Say, when are you coming here? We're coming.
Soon.
We're coming soon. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Agnes said, a surprise candlelight dinner could be seen as a sign of romantic.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, from Fearful to Fierce said, good evening, Pastor and Mrs. Omoviye from Vienna. All right. God bless you. Great to have you. Okay. So in case you're just joining us, we're looking at the question, what was it? What if he or she is not romantic? And so we're trying to understand what does it mean to be romantic? And people have given different views about it. And like we said, and just in case, you are able to join us on video live, and for those of you, and I think you should take it up and there's a link in the comment section on Facebook and YouTube. You'll see it shared from Pastor Moses GCF. If you click on that link, it will bring you up video live, and we can give you a few minutes to share your views. Yeah. Instead of just writing, but it's great that you're writing. But those of you who would want to be able to speak, we would love that. Okay, so we've got Paulette, who have said, good afternoon, Pastor Moses and Sister Chioma. God bless you, Sister Paulette.
God bless you.
She said, knowing the love language and action that touched your partner will make the perfect romance for him or her.
Exactly.
All right. So it seems like we are all agreeing that being romantic is subjective. It's not an A, B, C, D, because it's different for everybody.
That's right.
Depending on what their love language is.
Yeah.
Yeah? All right. So if that is the case, if we all agree with that, then wouldn't it really be out of place, to just class somebody as not being romantic without actually having a conversation with them on how you receive love?
Yeah, but it should be an observation. You
should so maybe
observe.
So you should give them time to try to understand you.
Because let's think about it. Can I now sit you down and say, okay, my dear husband, I need to talk to you about romance?
No.
Do you know what I mean? Like it's a bit strange.
You shouldn't do that, because we've been married, we've known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
But haven't you seen ladies who have dismissed guys that they are just meeting?
Okay, getting to know.
Yes, a guy that they're just meeting.
Yeah.
Who is just showing some interest in them, who doesn't really know them well, coming from his own angle,
understanding.
Of love, which is his own love language is different from theirs and does not know theirs, but they just dismiss him because they feel, he's not just for me, it's not romantic, he's just dry. I mean, he's not dry. Everybody's got the love language. He's just putting out love from his own part, and he has not been able to get to know you or understand you to then know how you receive love and what really does it for you. But you've dismissed him as not being romantic. No, because it's you guys were the ones that defined what it means to be romantic.
Okay. So what's the reasonable steps or advice that somebody should now get to not dismiss somebody too early for not being romantic? What should they do instead of dismissing them? What should they do instead? Should they teach them? Should they navigate them to their love language, or should they sit that? Like, what should they do in a respectful way and not too forward? Because another thing is, some guys can easily get put off and be like, that girl, I liked her, but then she sat me down and told me what she likes. And I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong with her?
No,
you know what I mean? So,
no. It doesn't mean that they have to teach them. I mean, you can't, I don't think you teach the person, but you allow them to know you.
Okay.
Do you understand? And allowing somebody to know you comes with time. It comes with time. Because from meeting, interactions, conversations, things that happen, the things that you get excited about, then you know she really likes this. And then the things that, okay, thank you. But all of that, wouldn't all of that take time for you to then be able to encapsulate what it really that person receives as romance?
Okay. All right. Fine.
I mean, what do you guys think? No, because I'm just trying to, because when it comes to this issue, and if I'm wrong, please correct me. When it comes to this issue of romance or no romance, is women who usually complain more about a man or men not being romantic.
It's because they're more vocal. But men will also feel that sometimes a woman is not romantic.
Yeah, I'm sure, definitely. Definitely men would feel that way. So I from myself think, okay, maybe the women know what being romantic, maybe they know it more than the men. So hearing them is liberating.
Okay, now.
It's liberating. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
Okay. So we've got from fearful to fierce. Do you want to read that?
Yeah. So she says, romantic is learning each other's love language and making use of it for each other's pleasure.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's
you're
the learning and the use.
Learning the other person's language and using it for that person's pleasure.
Yeah.
So we must allow for a learning process, a learning period. Yeah. So that the person gets to know you, to then know what does it for you and what doesn't do it for you. Yeah. I think that's really important.
Okay.
And then Nkoli said, giving a warm welcome back with a huge hug is a sign of being romantic.
Yeah. So
for her, you're out, you come back, and instead of person just said, "Oh, you're back.
Welcome."
Yeah.
Or they don't even say, well, they've had the door, but they've not said anything. It's when the person enters the room that they are also in. Yeah. Oh, you're back. Some people don't even raise an eyebrow. But it's for this kind of person or this kind of scenario, they would value touch. Yeah. What's the 5 love languages? Yeah. There's acts of service, there's words of affirmation, there's gifts, there's quality time, and then there's touch. Yeah. So somebody that is actually valuing a hug and welcome back and a squeeze, kiss, oh, how are you? This is for somebody that values touch and sees that as their love language. This is perfect. It's like heaven to them. Yeah. So it's very, very important.
So that understanding is good. Okay. Yeah. Ellen Shelley said, hello, Mr. and Mrs. Blessings to you both. Good evening to everyone on this platform. Good evening.
Good evening to you too, Elaine. God bless.
Okay. Yeah. And then from fearful to fear said, ask them what makes them feel wanted. So have a conversation then.
Yeah.
Ask them what makes them feel wanted, what is special or important to them in a relationship.
Yeah.
So you can have that conversation.
Yeah.
So if you meet somebody, let's say someone is interested in you. Yeah. So if we're talking of single people, you're single, someone is interested in you, or they say, oh, I want to take you out for a meal, or can we just chat? Yeah. And you think, okay, this person looks like they want something. You should be able to ask them what makes them feel wanted, what makes you feel wanted.
Yeah.
What is special or important to them in a relationship. And if they are really serious, they should be able to tell you.
Yeah.
And if they're not serious, they say, well, you should find out. You should find out. How are you going to find out? You are not Jesus or the Holy Spirit. If somebody doesn't need to go and now seek the gifts of discernment of spirit to be able to then understand you, to express love to you.
Yeah.
So you should be able to share with them, like you said. If you are asked, it's conversations. Say, oh, I don't really like this. I know a lot of people get excited about it, but that doesn't really do it for me, and all of that. So once you've had those conversations, it's helpful.
Yeah.
It is only after you've had those conversations and the person still ignores all of that, then you can say he's not romantic or she's not romantic. But until that time, until that time, you can't really put that tag on the man or on the woman. And that question, as simple as it sounds, that from fearful to fierce has put there, which is ask them what makes them feel wanted. Even some married couples have not had that kind of conversation. It's the truth.
Yeah, or even have the answer. They don't even know.
Well, some don't even know the answer, but they join the bandwagon of he's not romantic or she's not, or this is my wife, she's not romantic. But you've not sat down with her to actually, have conversation with her of what makes you as a man feel wanted.
Yeah.
Because there are some men who are married, and they're living with the mindset of, oh, you know, my wife, she's the woman, she's not romantic. But there's something he wants.
Yeah.
There's something he wants her to be doing.
Yeah.
But he has not said it. He has not told her. And you know, she's not Alpha and Omega, not all-knowing.
Exactly. Because until the person knows, the receiver or the giver knows what the receiver actually wants, everything that they're doing would always be, it's not romantic. It's not romantic.
Because the doer is doing from their own perspective of understanding
what I think romantic is.
What they think romantic is, what they think love is. But that's not how you receive romance. That's not how you receive love.
And until that person does that, the day they do that, they're like, oh, he's so romantic, she's so romantic, because they've done the thing that you want. But why don't you just like skip all of the guesswork and kind of like just tell them, or at least give them hints, like very clear hints. Write it down on a piece of paper and just put, but very clear, very clear that so that they know exactly what it is you want, so that you won't even be disappointed anymore, you know, so that they will just know, they'll just do it, and everybody will be happy.
Okay, all right. I think this discussion, I think, will be very liberating for those who can take it on and go and have that conversation. It will really help, because it's answering a lot of questions. No, it is. So we've got, oh, God bless you, Mr. Gideon. He said, Shalom. I think it's helpful to have an open and honest communication with your spouse about it. Most times it's the little gestures that matter. Something from the heart. 100%. I'll agree with that. You know, having a conversation with your spouse to say, look, you know what? And maybe, you know, as you're growing older, what did it for you some years ago doesn't do it for you anymore now. You should still be able to have, to voice it out, to have the conversation. Because at the end of the day, you know, it's your life, and it's just one life that you have to live and enjoy it. You have someone who is out there. Make known what you want. Make known what you want, what you enjoy, what pleases you, and then leave it to them, whether they actually do it or not. You know, instead of just having it bottled up and then it's eating you up, and one day become 1 year, and that's 1 year gone out of your life. That you're not going to get back.
And then the next birthday, you expected it again. You still didn't get it. Then Valentine's, you expected it again. You still didn't get it. Before you know, you're counting the many times he's not been romantic or she's not been romantic, but you didn't say anything.
You didn't say anything.
How would they know?
And I think also sometimes routine.
How does it have to only be special days?
Yes, routine can also, you know, can lose the spark of romance. For example, so let's say someone buys you a gift. They buy you a gift, and they always buy you a gift. Maybe, you know, it blew your mind the first time, the second time, and all of that. After some time, and it's just give. There's no variation, no variety of other activities. Wouldn't it lose? I don't know. Would it?
I don't know. Should I take your gift back and we'll find out?
No. It's not that you take the gift back. I mean,
but I mean, I don't know, because the person's still valuing.
Is the thing value? Maybe they just want something additional.
Just
spice it up.
Think out of the box and do something different. Sometimes is what you're saying, which is true. Which is true, so that it's not always just the same kind of thing. Okay, it's a good thing anyway. But
all right, do you want to read this Fene comment? He's got a few, so we'll just go through them.
Okay, so it said, what of those that tag money and gifts as being romantic in a relationship? Well, there are those are the people that for the love language, it is giving gifts.
Okay,
That's
so
their thing.
he's followed that up with this.
Yeah, sometimes a poor man's romance is seen as disturbance.
Is that true?
so it's okay in the scenario that the receiver wants money and gives. Then the giver is a poor man.
Yeah.
So what is he not doing with the? So
she's romance.
What's the romance
as
disturbance?
As disturbance.
Yeah,
because it's coming and saying, you know,
what?
I care about you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What's it coming with? What's the romance?
No, it's not, there's no gift now because there's nobody. But is there?
Yeah. Okay.
Supportive.
Okay.
Is supportive
with what?
No, he's supportive by being there, acts of service.
Okay.
Helping you to do things. You know, when you're down, he's there to encourage and all of those things.
Hold on. What if the reason that they're down is because of the lack of gifts? The lack of money. I'm just saying. So how would the encouragement go?
So no, but what he's got a big point there because
no, but it's true what you're saying.
Is that a poor man's romance?
Yeah.
Is seen as disturbance. So why is this guy always calling me?
Yeah.
Why is this guy always calling me?
Yeah.
Do you understand? But whereas that call, whereas you have somebody else say,
yeah,
he hasn't called me the whole day.
Exactly, it's true.
You see,
you have to balance these things.
He hasn't called me the whole day. But if he's a poor man, it is a disturbance. So it's a thing where sometimes it's not really the action.
Yeah.
It's who the action is coming from.
Yeah. And then what you value as well.
Yeah.
What you value. Because if, let's say, even if it's a person that values gift giving, money and all of that, but they see that this person is trying, this person is available, this person is doing their best. They don't have all, to offer, but they're making progress to get there one day.
Yeah.
Then if you value such hard work and such behaviors, then for you, it wouldn't be a disturbance. But if your value is literally the gifts, the money, the outings, the this, the that, the showmanship, then all of this that they're doing, these phone calls, is blocked.
It is blocked. Okay. All right. He said, it will be good to say what you like.
Yeah.
That it will be good to start a romance you can sustain. Yeah. So it's good the person who is receiving the romance says what they like, but you who is the giver of the romance, that you should start what you can sustain.
Yeah.
Don't go and start something.
Exactly. You borrowed from Johnny, borrowed from Mark, borrowed from Matthew, borrowed from just to show this lady a good time. Yeah, it's true.
All right. Amikano say, yes, I agree. Little gestures really matters. Okay, so having established all of that, so I think some of the key things we have established this evening is the fact that one, that romance is subjective depending on the receiver.
Yeah.
So it is not one A, B, C, D. Yeah. So it depends on the receiver. So in other words, if I want to express romance to someone, I need to try to understand what is their love language.
Yeah.
And if I do understand their love language and I then, reach out to them from that place, then obviously to them, they will receive it in the fashion of, this person is romantic.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but if not, then it would just be a disturbance. Like, okay, he's done this or he's done that, and he's done that, and will not be received with. And sometimes you can be frustrated, you who is the giver. Yeah. So after I've gone through all of this and I've done all of that, they don't even appreciate what I have done.
Yeah.
But you don't understand that it is a communication problem. Communication in that you are speaking Spanish, but what they hear is French or German. Do you understand? So there's no, what you're giving is not bad, but what they're receiving or what they expect to receive is different from what you're giving.
Yeah.
So if we know that, then really we should seek to have conversations with the people who are in our lives, that we have relationships with, who we expect romance from.
Yeah.
We should be able to find a way. Sometimes it doesn't have to. Sometimes it can be direct conversation. At other time, subtle hints and subtle conversation, just dropping things in the midst of conversation of what romance really means to us and how we receive it. So what if you have had those conversations, but the person is just, some people are just so, would I say traditional? Because not all traditions are bad, but they're just stuck in their ways. This woman just feels, my husband is just stuck in his ways. Say, my dear, go and sit down there. And all of that. What should you do? Or is the man, who the wife say, oh, if it's that what you're looking for, I'm not doing no. You can stay there now if that is what you want. Yeah. So how does someone navigate that? What advice can we give? Our time is ticking, so we may be coming towards.
Yeah, we'll have to conclude on this. But what advice can you give somebody that is not receiving what it is that they wanted, and their spouse is just stuck and they don't really care? I don't know, because communication is definitely key. You've said that you've communicated, but they're not understanding it. Surely there must be a way that you can communicate that they will understand.
No, it's not that they don't understand it. Well, I don't know.
Okay, they just don't care.
Yeah,
it's got to the point that they just don't care.
Because I doubt that they're not understanding it.
I don't know, because the thing is that you have to get to a stage where you value, you allow this person to come in your life. Let's say it's a marital situation. They're in your life. You said I do to them. You're living life with them. Why are you making them live live a life of
you're not willing to go
that lacks joy,
go out to make them happy?
Yeah. You it's not that you chase them to marry them, then you then park them on the shelf. You still have to continue the different wooing and the different things that you're doing, because marriage is not a achievement that you received when you entered and then you now move on to the next phase or the next project in your life. The marriage
needs to be sustained.
Yeah, it has to be sustained. And for it to be sustained, there's certain things that need to be put in place and need to be doing. The same way, if somebody can go and maintain their car yearly, this is a car. Yeah, you need to be able to do things that will maintain your marriage. So, appreciating them through being romantic in the way that they see as romance is one of those ways. There are different things, that you do to maintain certain relationships, even outside of your marriage. If you have a friend, you make sure you have time to speak with them on the phone, to meet up with them. If it's a boys' night, this one, that one, you make all those effort and that time for other people. So you have to make it for your marriage as well. So I think it's a lack of understanding and value system that has not been correctly understood. So it needs understanding, but I don't know how, to be honest with you. Is it a thing that you speak to someone that they value and they respect, and for some people that's the only way? Is it a thing where you have a conversation with them, a heart to heart, not out of anger, but out of something needs to change because I'm getting frustrated, and not out of anger, please. So it's just a heart to heart, but it's a genuine, transparent one, so that they can actually see what their actions or inactions are causing to you, are actually doing to your heart, to your mind, because you're living this day to day. Every single day you wake up, the whole day, you sleep, and the cycle repeats every day, every week, every month, every year. So something has to change, because your heart is getting dimmer and dimmer and dimmer because of the inactions, and it's hurting you. So conversations have to be had, because if not, you bottle it up, bitterness will start brewing, and you'll just talk anyhow, do anyhow, behave anyhow in public, in private, towards the person, because of these unspoken expectations that you had, or unspoken situations, or lack of value that you feel the person is starving you from. If you feel starved of something, sooner or later it will die, and then bitterness and resentment, something will replace it, So we really need to be able to have that conversation, I think.
Yeah, I think have the conversation. I think also, you should, point them to programs like this.
Yeah.
You could just, maybe you think, oh, if you go to them and so there's this thing I watch, you need to watch this. They may think you have an agenda, but yeah, no, it's possible. But if you're just sitting down, maybe together in the living room, and you just turn on your TV and go on YouTube, so you just look for something to watch on TV, on YouTube, and press this. And so what's this about? And listen to it. The both of you would hear it.
Yeah.
It may seem like you just stumbled on it. Sometimes also there are couples seminars that you can attend together, family relationship things that you can attend together. Sometimes those things, whether you know it or not, they have a way of work. And sometimes even when the things are being said, the person may be said, that's just them. But when they lie down and they put their head down, before they sleep, those thoughts will come to their mind, and they can start changing the person. So it may be that you have to start exposing the person, intentionally, but without it being like you are bullying them, or, it's because of your own benefit, exposing them to the things that you are telling them that they are probably not receiving. Expose them to the example. Expose them to others who are doing it. When I say expose, I mean go to seminars,
put it around
them,
and
let them see it, and hear it, and that could also open them up. All right, let's read these comments. You want to read Elaine's
Okay, so Elaine said, a good love language or romance for me must include my partner making an effort to know me and communicate with me in a tender manner, not rough and just anyhow, but in a free, relaxed way. So that's words of affirmation.
That's it.
Yeah. Betty says, some people value their jobs more than spending time with their wives.
So for her, it would be
quality time.
Okay, so we've got Paulette.
Paulette said, Pastor, some spouses, especially from African background, need much pushes to be romantic in the sense of showing true love, and it comes down to the other to be patient to show
the other person to patiently show it and
is this warm or warm?
Warm him
or her to see the good in being romantic for the two of them.
It's correct. So sometimes you have to show the example.
It's not bad. It's not
no, it's true. It's true. Sometimes you have to model it. You have to show the example. You have to also try to understand what is romance to them. And do it. And
understand where they're coming from.
And where they're coming from.
And also show them that where they're coming from is not right.
Because some of them have not even seen an example of what it means to be romance. Some may see it as a waste. For some, especially if your love language is one that requires expenditure, money. Some may see it as a waste. So why am I doing that? I'm wasting my time just sitting with you and just what is that? Or we are wasting money going out for a meal. I'm wasting, but it's not a waste, but that's how they understand it. That's how they are receiving it. So modeling it to them and saying that this is valuable, this makes the quality of life, better. I think that's great. All right.
Because there's some things that will just reduce tension, and you don't want to
relax your mind.
Relax your mind and just make you feel at ease. So showing love and receiving love are one of those ways. So if you know how to do it for your spouse, your other half, then just do it, because you're going to allow them to be relaxed, and you yourself in turn would also be relaxed.
All right, so let's get your final words for tonight.
So my final words really would be to understand your spouse, have a way to understand them, so that love language that they have and they appreciate love, try to use that and do that, so that you'll be able to express the love and to be romantic for them. It will be received as romance as well.
All right, for me, my final words would be that, everyone has the capacity to be romantic. So even you that have been told many, many times, oh, you're not romantic, oh, you're not romantic, oh, you're not romantic, and you have not believed it and swallowed it and just accepted that, oh, well, I'm not romantic, and all of that. No.
Just forget it. No point.
Yeah, they say there's no point. Just know that me, I'm not romantic, but I will treat you nice. You are romantic. What you lack is the understanding of the other person. So we all have in us the capacity to be romantic. We all have it.
Yeah.
And if we all have it, then we need to, put ourselves in that position where we can do it. You have it, learn what the other person likes and do it. And if you do that, then you blossom. So don't write yourself off that you're not romantic and just settle there, because some people will just settle there. No, you have it in you. What you probably lack is you don't know what the other person like. And if we go back to the question that from fearful to fierce, ask initially or wrote, you can ask the person, what is it that makes you feel wanted? What is it that makes you feel special? What can somebody do for you that makes you feel special, that you think, anytime, any day,
this is done.
This is done.
It
makes me feel really special and all of that. Ask them and they will tell you. You may not have the capacity to do it, like Finesse said. It may be something that involves money. Maybe you don't have it right now, but
it's good to know it.
It's good to know it. And then you can put your mind in a place where, is there an affordable version of that thing that you can do? Do you understand? For now, maybe you can't fly the person to Dubai, or to the Caribbean island on holiday, but maybe you can take them to a park and have some snack to sit with them and all of. Do you understand? So you look for a version that you can do right now, and then God sees your heart. God will make the others happen. So it's very possible. I want to read this comment from Ami Kanu said, she said, the younger generation are really trying. But I'm sorry to say the older generation are rubbish. So
maybe they didn't just have an example. The younger generation now, they have so
much
social media examples.
And so they're seeing a lot.
They're
seeing a lot on social media on, how to be romantic or to treat your wife, your husband, your partner right, which probably people in the older generation were not exposed to that much information and that exposure. All right, okay.
But they are now, so they can change it.
So they can change now. All right, do you want to tell us about is a PPP tomorrow morning?
Okay, so join us in this very same place that you are logged on to on And Zion Prevail, prophetic prayers. 6 a.m. is the time. This week we are praying on
let God
arise and let
my enemies be scattered.
So they will pray on that tomorrow, and believe and trust God that every enemy that will try to rise against you, indeed our God will rise against them.
Amen.
And they will be scattered in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
So join tomorrow, 6 a.m. is the time, and we'll be able to pray on that. Also on Sunday, this very Sunday, 10 a.m. is the time, UK time, where we will gather together in Harlow and in Wood Green and online, where we'll be able to worship the Lord in the beauty of holiness and also hear a beautiful and wonderful right now seasoned word that will be able to liberate our lives. So tune in, be involved, join the church, be in the church service, and we will see God do great things in our lives. Amen.
Amen. Thank you all, for joining us this evening. I just also want to remind you, for those of you who are in Jamaica, or you have family members in Jamaica, reach out to them. From next week, Tuesday,
that's right,
I'm going to be doing a revival tour across 4 cities in Jamaica, and that will be Falmouth, Savalama, Old Harbor, and Portmore. All the dates and details are right there on the screen. So join us in any of those locations, but also get family and friends to be there. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. God will be doing amazing wonders during the program. We appreciate all of you. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, you better do that now. In the words of my wife, what have you been waiting for?
What are you waiting for?
So do it now. We have 2 YouTube channels we would like you to subscribe to. One of them is FMC TV. Some of you are probably there right now, so click on it. If you're not there, go there. Click to subscribe. It's free of charge. And also the Pastor Moses GCF YouTube channel. Follow us on all our Facebook pages, our Instagram, TikTok, X, all of those pages. And God bless you. We appreciate you. It's been a pleasure having all of you with us today on this Talk with the Mrs. episode. And we trust that you are romantic.
Yes.
And you will be class as a romantic person. Because now you would seek to understand the person that you love or that is in your life. Seek to understand, understand them and what they receive as romance. And you will be willing to do it.
Yes, willingness.
You'll be willing to
enter
do it.
you. So what's the question that they should ask them? The question that they should
the
ask
questions they ask them is, what is it that makes you feel wanted?
Ooh.
What is it that makes you feel wanted, and what is it that makes you feel special? And then if they share that, let it not be somebody so you should find out or ask the Holy Spirit. They don't need to do fasting and prayer. When they ask you, answer. Answer the question.
Don't say I don't know.
Don't say I don't know.
You should know.
You should know, because it's you. Exactly. Don't say I don't know. It's not modesty or humility for you to say I don't know. You're actually hindering the flow of romance and flow of love
and the flow of joy and peace.
And joy and peace when you say I don't know. All right, people, we love you guys.
All right.
Until next time on this platform for Talk with the Missus, this is when we want to say
bye.